Follow my hands. I'll teach you how to.
Hi YouTube, this is my very first YouTube video. This is my very first YouTube video. So I'm gonna go and take you guys on a This is so nervous. Like, I'm super nervous, y'all. I hope y'all can just bear with me. Like, I'm super nervous. But okay, I'm gonna take you out on like my journey of me trying to become a nursing student. My journey just as far, pre-nursing, everything. With once I do get into nursing school, my journey. I just want to just be like every step, like have you all like involved in everything. So, okay, I graduated high school back in 2012. How did I almost forget that? I graduated high school back in 2012. And ever since I was a child, like I always knew I wanted to be a nurse. I always wanted to be a nurse. So okay, I graduated from a small little college here in Georgia with my pre-nursing degree. And like my prereqs, math, everything was like good. But when I got into my sciences, like biology, anatomy 1 and 2, you know, just the main prereqs, the science prereqs that were required for the school, like I passed with C's, like just barely getting through it. So I was like, well, maybe this isn't for me. But then I have to think about, like, when I first got into college, like, I wasn't really trying. I can say that. I wasn't trying. I was just more focused on nothing, like dressing, having fun. Like, I really wasn't into, like, okay, I don't want to know what are the 206 bones in the body. I didn't want to know. Right now, I kind of still don't want to know, but hey, I know I want to be a nurse. Even though I know it's going to take hard work. Because like right now, I feel like getting in the program is what's hard. I feel like this is the hardest part. But right now, like when I think about it, like this is really the easy part. Like, so I'm going to just go through all of the Hesi test that I took for the school that I'm trying to enroll in to the nursing program. So there were 8 sections. 8 sections. It was math, reading comprehension, vocabulary, grammar, anatomy and physiology. That's crazy, but okay. There was math, grammar, anatomy and physiology, math, reading comprehension. What else was there? What's the 5th one that I'm missing? Critical thinking, learning styles, and personality. Learning personalities. Okay, so I'm gonna just go through. The very first time I took the test, I just straight bombed it. Like there was no hope. There was no hope. I made like a 60 something. The minimum for the school I'm trying to get into, the minimum is a 75. You have to make at least a 75. So I was like, okay, that's the only time I took it. And then I was just like, I can't do this, whatever. So I re-enrolled into a different school. And I'm almost done with another major that I decided to do. It's been an additional 2 years. I'll be graduating next year with that degree. It'll be a health service administration degree for my bachelor's. So May, somewhere around that way. I was like, okay, I have 1 year left in school. I'm about to be finished with my bachelor's in this program. So once I graduate, what am I going to do? I didn't know. I was like, I don't want to be an administrator. I don't want to sit around and do paperwork. I don't want to be in the behind scenes. It's not me. And if people that, you know, I'm real outgoing, I'm fun, I like to do things. Like, I'm just not the type to just, so I was like, hey, what are you going to do for the rest of, you know, once these years of, you know, you graduate next year, so what are you going to do? So I decided that, hey, I got to get myself back and rolling. Like, I got to get back on this nursing, you know, train. Like, I have to be a nurse. The thing about it is, once you put in your mind that you don't have any other choice, like, you just have to force yourself. You basically have to force yourself to do what, you know, what your plans, what your goals are in life. You have to just put hard work in. So over the summer, I took the Hesi again.
I made the exact same thing I made the first time, which was a 66 point, like 67, somewhere in that nature. So
I was like, oh my god, like this isn't gonna work. Blase, blase, blase. So for the rest of the summer, I got off social media. I didn't have a Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. I didn't have anything. Like, I was just done for the entire summer. Like, I was like, okay, but you gotta buckle down. You gotta get in your books. You gotta study, study, study. So I retook the test and I made a 73.6. Yes, I passed, but I didn't pass for this school. Okay, cool. I cried. After I took the test, I was just devastated because I wanted to enter into their spring court, and 73.6 is not the minimum, which is 75. So I was like, okay. I was discouraged the whole entire day. I was like, this maybe this just isn't for me. I don't know. So I had to reevaluate myself, my mind, my brain. Like, bro, you got this. You know, you have now. You're gonna be trying for fall of 18. So now you have time to sit here and study. You got to get back into your books. Even though you're a full-time student, you work and everything like that nature, you still have to put in your studies so that when you take your Hesi, you can pass with flying colors. So I'm going to give you my breakdown on each section. This is the Hesi book. I love it. Nothing bad. Nothing is in here bad. Like, I can say anatomy and physiology, it doesn't go over everything in this book. That's the God untrue. It doesn't. Like, you'll find things on the test about the anatomy of the ear, of the eye, things like that. You ain't gonna find it here. No, it's not gonna happen. So, like, I think 37 books. Somebody else YouTube channel had mentioned it, and I went and got it. This is ready for the Hesi. Ready for the Hesi. They have different sections, and this is the anatomy. I bought this one in the grammar. When I tell you all, this book or packet, whatever you want to call it, it is life. When I tell you, read this from front to back, over and over and over. It's self-explanatory. Like, it's really words, like actual, like, similar questions are in this book, like packet, like, and at the end, you know, they have like practices and things of that nature. Like, they have like little tests in between, and then at the end they have like 50 questions for like a practice set. They have 2 of them. So this is a really, I recommend this book to anybody. When I tell you, purchase it. Ready for the Hesi.org. You won't regret it. So when I retook the Hesi, I made a 86 on the anatomy part. For the first time, I made a 44 to 86. So that speaks for itself. I got this book from the library, like the library. I got it from the library. It's really good. It has a lot of practice questions in it. Perfect. Like, it's great. Like, reading. It has a lot of reading quizzes, practice quizzes. Like, it's really in-depth. Like, everything about it is perfect. Vocabulary part, I recommend back to this one. Vocabulary, learn it from front to back. Also, let's see, math. Math was, I mean, since I'm not really bad at math, it wasn't hard for me. I mean, it was some questions, like, I was like, okay, alright, whatever. But it's not hard, as long as you, the main thing that I had problems with is the conversions. In the back of this, Hesi math section, there is a conversion sheet. I advise you to learn it front and back. I'm learning it myself with you all. You need to memorize this. You need to memorize the conversion sheets, the conversions, all of that good stuff. It needs to be memorized, because like everything else is kind of okay. Like simple things, like, and then there is a calculator on the test. There is a calculator, so utilize it, use it. Like, if you have a division question that's basic, use your calculator. It's there. Like, don't try to sit here and you may get it wrong. Or you can do it on paper and then check yourself with the calculator. Let's see. Divisions and fractions, changing fractions to decimals, multiplication, multiplication, addition of fractions, a lot of fractions, division, decimals, adding base, just basic math, basic. Let's go back to like maybe 5th or 6th grade. It's basic. It's really basic. Reading comprehension. Whew. Reading comp was difficult. To me it was. And the reason I think it was difficult was because it's really long. There are 55 questions on all of the sections except for anatomy. So of the 5 sections, reading, vocabulary, grammar, anatomy, and math. There are 55 questions on all five of those. So the reading comp, it takes a lot. I'll say they're like maybe 7 to 8 passages, and they're like this long. Like really, they're like really long. Like they're so long. Like so you have to sit there and just focus. Clear your mind again. You have to step out from the testing room, testing center for a minute. Take a deep breath, drink a cup of water, something, anything. Just clear your mind before you take that reading. And grammar. Tricky. It's really tricky, you all. Like, to me, I'm just being honest with you with my experience I had. My experience with grammar, it was like, wait, I know this. Click, I know this. It'll give you like 4 different options on some of them. Like, it's just like basic grammar. Like, but to me, I thought it was basic. But then when I got the test, I was like, how did I make a 66 on grammar? So I did make a 66 on grammar. So I do have a ready for the Hesi grammar packet. They do offer that. This is just another one. I do have a grammar one also. So I'm going over my grammar. I also purchased let's see, Pocket Prep. It's like $14.99 on Amazon. No, not Amazon. It's on your phone. So you go through the App Store, type in Hesi A2 Pocket Prep, and it's like a purple and whitish app. Like, it's like really helpful. It comes up with questions of the day every day. So you can take a quick minute. When I'm strolling at home, I'm in my bed bored or something of that nature, I'll just pick up my phone, click on the app, let me read this, let me go over this, let me study this, you know, just take some time. So that's the point where I know that I can't give up. I can't give up because this is what I want. So when you want something in life, you have to work hard towards it. Like, everyone should do who's feeling like discouraged. It's first, you have to reevaluate yourself. You have to rethink and say, why am I doing this? Don't give up on your dreams. You can't. I can't. We can't. We have to keep pushing. We have to keep going. If you know you want this, you have to do some things. And you have to do things to put it in place where you know that you're going to succeed in life. Like, if this is what you want, you got to show it. Even if that involves you just cutting things off, getting off social media, not hanging out for the weekend, doing reading a book, instead of going out, You have to make these sacrifices because your sacrifices now will show off in the end. It'll be your testimony in another, in another time. So my thing to everyone that is trying to become a nursing student, or there are nursing students who are just still discouraged, or just thinking that that it's rough. It's gonna be hard times. Nothing is easy. Nothing that things that you want. Nothing is easy. So I wish everyone the best of luck, as I am trying with you all too, who are trying to get in nursing school. Like, I wish you all the best of luck. Please remember to stay faithful. Stay faithful. Pray. Wake up. Grind hard. Do what you have to do to make it work. Because we will be nurses one day. It may not be today. It may not be tomorrow. But guess what? We will be nurses. Study, study, study. Do not forget to study, pray, get a lot of rest, drink a lot of water, and everything it'll be alright. Keep faith. See you all later. Bye. And also, don't forget, I'm going to come back to you all and talk. Because I love to talk. So that's the reason why I decided to do this YouTube channel. So like, subscribe, and hit the thumbs up. Just do that for me. Please. Bye, y'all.
You don't have to give up. It's the end of the world.